Hola, Senor Jordan here. In this lesson, we're going to talk about some verbs that change a little differently in the preterite. The preterite is a verb tense in Spanish used to talk about things that happened in the past and have already ended. Some examples are
Comió. Leíste. Asistimos.
Here's the general formula for ER and IR verbs in the preterite. Now, let's change the verb
Leer.
into the preterite to say different people read.
Leí. Leíste. Leyó. Leímos. Leísteis. Leyeron.
Notice we have an accent over the I in all of these forms in addition to the yo form. This is to make sure the I is pronounced separately from the E. Then we also have a Y appear where it would have been EIO and EIE. I like to remember that the I is a little shy between vowels and turns into a Y. So I call these shy Y verbs. This is just a spelling change since the Y normally sounds like an I in Spanish. Now let's see how the verb
Oír.
will change to say different people heard.
Oí. Oíste. Oyó. Oímos. Oísteis. Oyeron.
Notice again we have an accent over the I in all of these forms. This is to make sure the I is pronounced separately from the O. Then the Y appears again in these forms because it gets shy between the vowels and turns into a Y. Now, let's see how the verb
Caerse.
will change to say different people fell down.
Me caí. Te caíste. Se cayó. Nos caímos. Os caísteis. Se cayeron.
Notice again we have an accent over the I in all of these forms. This is to make sure the I is pronounced separately from the A. Then the Y appears again in these forms because it gets shy between the vowels and turns into a Y. Also, notice that because
Caerse.
is a reflexive verb, the
Se.
on the end changes into the different forms and goes before the verb. Here's the formula one more time for ER and IR verbs in the preterite. Remember, some verbs will have an accent over the I in various forms and will also have a Y instead of the I in other forms. And if a verb ends in UIR, it won't have the accent over the I in the additional forms. Just the Y in the bottom forms. Here are some ER and IR verbs that will change like this.
Caer. Caerse. Creer. Leer. Proveer. Atribuir. Construir. Contribuir. Destruir. Huir. Incluir. Oír.
And here are some of those verbs in full sentences in the preterite.
Me caí en la calle mojada. Las hojas cayeron con el viento. ¿Incluiste las instrucciones en la caja? Todos creyeron en su inocencia. Julia leyó toda la novela en una tarde. ¿Oíste un ruido extraño anoche? La erosión del río destruyó el puente. Los obreros construyeron la casa en 6 meses. El ladrón huyó de la escena del crimen. Nos caímos en la piscina con toda la ropa puesta.
I hope you liked this video. If it was helpful, please like it, subscribe to my channel, and share this video with others who could benefit. Also, as an extra challenge, try to write a sentence in the comments section in the preterite with a verb from this video. Thanks for watching. Gracias.